What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and it's extremely early as I'm recording this video right now, but this had to be covered. Shout out to the Shide over on Twitter, who just tweeted out what could be some of the biggest leaks that we've ever seen for an upcoming Call of Duty game, and you guys are definitely going to be hyped after reading some of this information. But after I go through the details, I'll give you guys my theories as to where I think this information actually came from. But let's start off here with the beginning of this list. He of course made it clear that he cannot share where these details are coming from. We'll talk about that in a second, but apparently the campaign is a prequel to Call of Duty 4 and will follow a young Captain Price. Specialist perks return, streaks are kill based, stackable tactical nuke returns, ends game and TDM, free for all and kill confirmed. Modern Warfare 4 includes every weapon from the Modern Warfare series and more. Pro perks return, a COD point currency system from Black Ops 1 will also be returning and is now called COD coins and can be used to unlock camos, weapons, attachments, perks, etc. as well as for wager matches. Call of Duty coins can be used to purchase future DLC weapons. DLC weapons will also be in supply drops if you don't want to grind the currency system. New supply drop system guarantees at least one weapon/weapon kit for every 20 drops open. Spec Ops does return. Terminal, High-Rise, Rust, and Dome for pre-order. Maps have night and day variants and clear/rainy variants. Will be randomized each match. These options can be turned off via private match for competitive reasons. No battle royale, no zombies. Now we have the next set of details here with Modern Warfare 2 Remastered campaign coming along with pre-order and will be playable through Modern Warfare Remastered. Multiplayer for Modern Warfare 2 will be added to Modern Warfare Remastered in summer 2020, along with Modern Warfare 3 Campaign Remastered. No plans for multiplayer for Modern Warfare 3 Remastered at this moment in time. Standard one-hit knife system returns. Panic knifing is back. No sliding, dolphin diving, etc. Classic Modern Warfare movement returns. If you play the original Call of Duty 4, you get the AK-47. If you play Modern Warfare Remastered, you get the M40A3, can be unlocked normally in game. If you play Modern Warfare 2, you get the Intervention and SPAS 12 on day one, can be unlocked normally in game. If you play Modern Warfare 3, you get the ACR and MP7, can be unlocked normally in game as well. If you played all the previous Modern Warfare games, you get the Warfare camo and a Golden Desert Eagle. The weapon and camo is exclusive to those who play the Modern Warfare trilogy and cannot be unlocked normally and has no plans to be released as a separate purchase. So that is a lot to take in, so we're going to go through this list and kind of break down each and every one of these details. But there was a funny comment from Hello, my name is Dalton, who said, what I find odd about this leak is that it's just about everything that we've asked for. In other words, it sounds too good to be true. Also, he wrote on his Twitter that all will be revealed on June 4th, 2019. So we of course don't know when the reveal date will be for this Modern Warfare game, but I think it's important to point out that yes, this does sound a little too good to be true because it literally features every single bit of feedback that the Call of Duty community has been giving all of these developers for years now. So there could be a slight chance that yes, this will be the golden Call of Duty, the Call of Duty we've all been waiting for. Even though we say that every single year, this could be the Call of Duty that we definitely have been waiting for when it comes to having the developers listen to our feedback, incorporate consumer-friendly systems, not too many microtransactions, and stuff like that. So it's definitely possible, but going through this list here, of course, with the campaign essentially being a prequel. Now, in my opinion, prequels aren't all that bad, but sometimes feel like a cop-out. They feel cheap. They feel like just another cash grab, just to slap whatever the title of that franchise is on whatever that movie, book, or TV show could be. I'm not a big fan of prequels. I think prequels could be done in phenomenal ways. They've been proven to be done in phenomenal ways in the past with all types of media, but when it comes to the Modern Warfare series, I almost feel like Activision said, you know what, Black Ops sells, Modern Warfare sells, let's keep releasing Modern Warfare and Black Ops titles going forward for as long as we can. And I feel like Infinity Ward has definitely put together what they consider one of the best games they've ever made, and it probably will be a phenomenal game, but in terms of it being a prequel and not furthering the narrative any more than Modern Warfare 3, I guess that's kind of a good thing for those of us who are satisfied with the ending of Modern Warfare 3, but As much as I don't want another Modern Warfare game because I feel like the series is truly complete, it probably would have been more beneficial to have somewhat of a spin-off or a sequel where, let's say, we see the return of Ghost, the return of General Shepard, the return of some characters we haven't seen in a while. It probably would have been beneficial for the sake of hype, because I feel like prequels sometimes don't generate as much hype as a sequel might. But you guys leave your thoughts down below in the comments. It's definitely up for debate as to whether or not it should be a prequel or sequel. Once again, none of this is confirmed. Take all this with a grain of salt, and this will probably be debunked or confirmed to be true when the reveal does come out. But in terms of specialist perks returning, that's of course exciting. The return of the tactical nuke, ending certain game modes, all very exciting stuff. But the fact that they said Modern Warfare 4 includes every weapon from the Modern Warfare series and more, that is a lot of damn weapons. So I'm not sure if that's just some type of fan fiction someone came up with because that's what they want to see in Modern Warfare 4, or whether or not Infinity Ward is taking on a very ambitious title this year with Call of Duty 2019. We have no idea, but happy to hear about pro perks returning. And I think one of the craziest details here is the fact that a COD point currency system from Black Ops 1 is apparently going to be returning. Now, in terms of how I feel about that, this is something I've been wanting for years. They didn't bring back that currency system at all in any other Call of Duty besides Black Ops 1, and I'm not sure why, because it worked perfectly fine. So the fact that they might be bringing that back definitely gets me excited. I love the detail about how you can unlock camos, DLC weapons, and kind of gamble these COD coins in wager matches. That's exactly what I want to see in a multiplayer experience. If Black Ops 4 had this, I would probably like Black Ops 4 multiplayer hell of a lot more. But hopefully that is true. Fingers crossed that they have more of a consumer-friendly DLC weapon system, similar to Modern Warfare Remastered, similar to World War II, and even Infinite Warfare to be exact. But I love how they say the new supply drop system guarantees at least one weapon or weapon kit for every 20 drops open. Definitely better odds than we have right now with all these bullshit weapon charms and face paints and stickers and tags and paints and all that kind of shit. Definitely sounds great. Hopefully that is true, but of course Spec Ops returning could be true. Definitely makes sense if it's a classic Modern Warfare game. No zombies, no battle royale. We've all talked about that before. That's always been confirmed from a lot of reliable sources out there in the gaming industry. But the fact that 4 maps are available for pre-order or are available as pre-order bonuses for Modern Warfare 4, that's pretty surprising. That's a lot of content. So Dome, Rust, High Rise, and Terminal, obviously some of the best multiplayer maps from the Modern Warfare universe. Glad to hear that they might be returning, but in terms of having 4 pre-order bonuses in the form of 4 different multiplayer maps, that's a lot of content. So if anything, if this is all true, then this Modern Warfare entry is definitely going to have some of the craziest content, action-packed content that we've ever seen in a Call of Duty release. But also the part about maps having night and day variants, clear and rainy variants, so essentially taking the system from Black Ops 4 multiplayer and making it so much better to the point where they don't have to add in these variants later. All these maps have these variants built in within the engine of the game so that they randomly select themselves when you go into a lobby, or you can turn the setting off in private matches. That is a crazy feature that I think would have worked so much better in Black Ops 4 multiplayer as well. But hopefully that's true. Definitely some exciting stuff. But last but not least here, talking about some of the other pre-order bonuses for Modern Warfare 4 and even the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered campaign details. So it's been rumored for quite a while that the remastered campaigns for Modern Warfare 2 and 3 are complete and would essentially be sort of revealed as pre-order bonuses or some other bonuses later down the line during Modern Warfare 4 cycle. We've heard all this before, but I think what was made clear a long time ago was that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered and maybe even Modern Warfare 3 Remastered wouldn't have multiplayer, at least not right away. So looking at how these details sound, I'm not sure how that would work with using the Modern Warfare Remastered application that we all already have and somehow shoehorning in the remastered campaign for Modern Warfare 2 onto the same application. That would definitely increase the size of the application. I'm not sure how they would handle that, but they also mentioned Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer becoming available over a year later. So in some summer of 2020. So if that's true, how would that work on the Modern Warfare Remastered app? I think a lot of people are confused about that right now, because would it replace Modern Warfare Remastered or Call of Duty 4 Remastered multiplayer? Would it replace that, or how exactly would that work? I'm just not sure how that makes sense, and if anything, it makes so much more sense to have a separate application or a separate disc for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. But I definitely agree with the point that Call of Duty 4 Remastered isn't called Call of Duty 4 Remastered, it's called Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, and it could be for a reason, just so they can add things to it later down the line. They can add Modern Warfare 2, they can add Modern Warfare 3, but I think for the campaigns, sure, it makes sense. They could add in an entire campaign to one application, but I'm not sure how the multiplayer would work when it comes to Modern Warfare Remastered. But in terms of gaining access to a lot of some exclusive weapons from the Modern Warfare universe in Modern Warfare 4, just if you've played previous Modern Warfare games, that's pretty crazy, but I'm sure they would track that based on your PSN name or your Xbox gamer tag. They'll monitor whether or not you've played previous Modern Warfare games to allow you to then unlock some of these exclusive weapons. Pretty cool system. Not sure how I feel about that, because there's a lot of damn content just for release, and will definitely be a lot to cover, but definitely everything that we wanted in a Modern Warfare game. Not sure how I feel about the game being a prequel, but let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments section. These are some massive details for Modern Warfare 4, and could end up being debunked with the reveal in the next couple of days, or could be proven correct whenever Infinity Ward decides to reveal what they've been working on. But this has been dkdynamite. Be sure to leave all comments down below in the comment section, and peace out, everyone.